Yes, let me share the screen first. So yesterday I clarified some of the doubts. Most of the time we were dealing with the doubts itself. So yesterday, to be frankly speaking, we didn't do anything. So at the last, I gave you the course curriculum. So because I don't wanted to disappoint anyone, so I was giving the answers to all your questions. Now let's move forward today. And we are going to first, we will be seeing I will tell you, okay, Sanjit. Now let's, guys, please wait. I'm going to answer all your questions. So, so what we have done it yesterday was first, we have seen what is, this is my contact number. If you have any queries, you can call me on this or send a message. Sending the message would be much better. Then I will call you back to discuss it. Okay. Now, data science includes artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, generative AI, and agentic AI. Now, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, generative AI, and agentic AI are data oriented. What do you mean by this? Means you need the data. Here, without data, we can't do anything. Okay, and that is the reason why we were calling it is the data is the, you can take it as fuel, or it is the fuel of 21st century. Now, what do you mean by crude oil? What do you, if you take it in the 20th century, because of the crude oil, the Middle East became very rich. Now, in this era of 21st century, the crude oil may not play such an important role. The country which is having the data, that will be the one which will be dominating the world. So that's the reason why it is called as data oriented century. And this AI is completely based on data oriented. Now, as I told you yesterday, artificial intelligence is a concept. Literally, it is a concept of how to build an intelligent machines. Okay. And, machine learning, deep learning, generative AI, and agentic AI are the different mechanisms to implement the artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is nothing but it is a concept of developing the intelligent machines which can behave like humans. Now, I will going to provide the definitions, not to worry about. But machine learning, deep learning, generative AI, and agentic AI are the major concepts which are used to implement the AI. Okay, implement the AI. Now, it's like this. You can take it as this is just a concept, how to do it, how to build an intelligent machines. Whereas this one is where you are going to actually implement that one. Okay. Now, prerequisites. What are the prerequisites we talked about? The programming language. One programming language we require. We are going to deal with the Python. A bit of statistics, very, very limited statistics. We will take care of that. NumPy, Pandas, and deep learning in order to go into the generative AI, and not domain knowledge. Domain knowledge, you will get it as you move forward. But this course is oriented generative AI and agentic AI oriented course. Okay, but we are going to learn the deep learning in detail. Here in our course, the machine learning is not involved. Okay, now I'm going to explain you about the course curriculum over here before getting into the core, very much core mechanism of the AI, artificial intelligence. Now, you see, this course will be of 3.5 months, approximately 100 days official. Officially, it is 100 days. But as I was saying yesterday, it may extend it to 120 days. 120 days means 120 classes. This is not the days. I'm talking about 120 classes. By this time, all your everything will be covered perfectly. Now, first, we will start with, now all this demo will be there, right? We are dealing with the demo. Now, this demo will be, yesterday we have done, there may be 3 more classes, total 4 demo classes. Okay. Now, all these demo classes, it's not that I'm going to repeat the same thing. No, we are not going to repeat the same thing. It is a connectivity. We are going to do it in a like continuity. We will go with today what we have done it yesterday. Today we are going to continue it, and tomorrow, today what you have done it, in next step we will do it tomorrow. It's like continuity. So complete roadmap will be finished in this 4 demos. Once you are done with this, we will jump into the Python. Python, we are going to do it with the 7 days, 7 to 10 days. In this, we will learn all the required Python for our artificial intelligence. And apart from this, we are going to provide you 170 videos. It's a complete Python, end-to-end Python, which is approximately worth of 7 to 8,000. Okay, this is 7 to 8,000 videos. We are going to give it free of cost for you. Now, this, whatever I'm going to teach it over here, this is more than enough for us to move forward into artificial intelligence. No, I want to be expertise in the Python means take your own time and you can go through this first. And right away, now after demo, whatever the link we are using, the same link we will use it for the demo, 4 days. After that, the link will be changed and whoever is registered will be given the new link. And then we will start with the Python. So first 1 week or maybe 10 days, we will finish it off requirements. Then we will go with detailedly into the NumPy. Now, yesterday someone asking like, what is the level of NumPy we are going to deal with? So if you take it, I'm going to show you a class over here, which is an like ongoing class details, or here I will take it. This is we are ongoing class over here. Here you can see the NumPy. So this all we are going to explain you about the NumPy, how it will be done. Complete details. Everything will be explained to you very detailedly over here in this format. This notes will be enough for you to go through it and what you want to learn. That is more than enough. Okay. Now, okay, this is about a small, like yesterday someone was asking me this question. So I just put it on this one. Okay. Now, I'm here. And then pandas. Pandas is very important for us. We are going to complete the pandas, these 2. And we are going to do the feature engineering. Now, feature engineering, we are going to use it in the combination of pandas and statistics. And this is kind of a pre-processing step. Now, and then we are going to go with the complete ML implementation, coding. We are going to do the coding over here. Now, again, in our course, the ML is not there. So, but here, whatever the coding is required, we are going to put it on over here for our ML with the feature engineering. Now, why we are doing this is useful for us in the future modules. That's why we will do it. Coding wise, you will become perfect. You will know everything. But algorithm wise, you have to learn it on your own if you want to become expertise with machine learning. But in our part of this course, there is no machine learning is covered. It's not required, to be frank. Then the second module, we will go with very detail of deep learning. Now, deep learning, we can learn it in 2 parts. One, we call it as computer vision. Okay. And next one is NLP, natural language processing. Now, computer vision, we will make sure that the computer can recognize the images. NLP, we are making sure that the computer can, can understand the human language. So first, here we are going to learn the what is deep learning. Then we will go with what is perceptron, activation function, TensorFlow, Keras, function models, functional model and sequential model, and ANN, optimizers, forward propagation, backward propagation, image processing, and CNN, and max pooling, dropout layer, and this. Now with this, easily you can compete yourself on CNN. You can put at least 2 to 3 projects on. In this course we will do it 2 to 3 projects. You can easily you can put down some real-time experience on CNN with whatever we learned. Okay. Now after this, we are having something called as, third module called as NLP. Now this is very, very important for our generative AI. Now here in NLP, natural language processing, and we will learn the pipeline, and this all is called as pre-processing. This all is called as pre-processing, normalization of the text, pre-processing of the text, acquisition of the text, text cleaning, text stemming. This still here we will call it as pre-processing over here of text. Next, these all will be there, right? The bag of words, TF, IDF, word to vec, all these four from here, we are going to call it as embeddings. Okay. And then we will implement these things with these 3 algorithms: RNN, LSTM, and this. This is the end of your deep learning. Okay. Now, after deep learning, we will jump into the generative AI. Now, we will see what is a sequence to sequence data. What are the sequence to sequence models, and what are the encoders? Attention mechanism, self-attention, multi-head attention, cross attention, and mask multi-head attention over here. Okay. Now, these all are like prerequisites for your transformers. Okay. Now, then we will get into the transformer. Now, transformer is a very, very important concept. It's really very important. And based on the transformers only, your entire generative AI is based on. Okay. Now, generative AI is because of the transformers. This was released in 2017 by the Google people. Ever since this is released, the generative AI was booming over here. Okay. Now, again, we will see that what is a language model, what is the small language model, what is the large language model. This is also called as LLMs. Okay. Now, if you are getting doubt how we will be training you on this, so here is a class which went on this. Now, the purpose of showing this is how we are going to deal with our classes. See, here I'm explaining about the large language model. See, here it is a large language model and core components of LLMs. And here is the this is a transformer architecture actually. Now, if you want to see more detailedly about this, this is, we are in the middle. You can take it as this one over here. Here you can find it, large language models over here, the same thing. And here you can say it as types of large language models based on this. And then this is the major drawbacks with the large language models. And this is a transformers. how the transformers works. Okay. Now this all why I'm showing is how we are going to train our people. Now this is the way we will be training them, explaining the concepts clearly and detailed. Okay. Now, okay, that's fine. Now, getting back to our concepts, because a lot of people were asking me, show your nodes, we want to see your nodes and all those things. So that's why I'm showing it. That's what it is. Types of LLMs, BERT model and ChatGPT model, Gemini, prompt engineering. We are going to do the prompt engineering. We are going to cover the lang chain. We are going to cover the different types of chains. Okay. And what are agents and what are the llama. This is an open source model. We will see the RAG and we are going to see the land graph. Actually, this should come down in our agentic AI. This is all about our generative AI. Now, next is agentic AI. Now, agentic AI is also called as autonomous AI. Okay. Now, in this, it will perform the things on its own. We have to give the task, it will do it on its own. Okay. Now, there is a slight difference between AI agents and generative AI agents and agentic AI agents. Okay. Now, we will see that one as we move forward. But here, there is what is agentic AI? The difference between AI agents, agentic AI agents, and generative AI agents. This we are going to cover it very detailedly. Agentic AI building blocks, architecture, advanced architecture, types of agentic AI agents over here. And, these are the different modules: perception, action, and collaboration module. And agentic frameworks, the land chain, land graph. Land chain, we have covered it already. I will have a quick recap. And land graph, crew AI, all these things will be covered. And there will be multiple step reasoning, planner, scheduler, these all for the agents. Okay. Now building up the agents with the land graphs and agents AI, agentic AI RAG agents. Now here we have seen the RAG agent over here. This is with the lang chain. These all are lang chain. Guys, please wait. Let me complete this and I will start answering your questions. Okay. This is a lang chain. We are going to use it. Here we are going to use it the agentic RAG applications over here. Architecture, application, multiple agent system, and agentic AI project. So this is your complete course, which will be of like for 120 classes. There will be total 120 classes. Now, guys, as I was saying you over here, like artificial intelligence is data oriented. Now, what I mean by that is data oriented. Means without data, artificial intelligence doesn't exist. No, it will not exist. Okay. Now I'm going to explain you the core mechanism of how the artificial intelligence works. See, what we are going to do it is first, we are going to create a model. Okay. This is the model. What is this model means? Now, this is like a program. Okay, this is like a program. So you can take it. I can say it as a program. Okay, actually it is called as model. We call it as model. If you want to understand, we can say it as a program based on algorithm. Okay, again, What is algorithm? If you have a doubt, this is nothing but it is a step-by-step process of implementing statistical formula. Okay, now you know the maths, right? We know the maths. Maths as formulas, okay, which we will use it with the numbers. Okay, the same way statistics has the formulas, and these formulas are used on the data. Now, statistics is a branch of mathematics. You should understand, statistics is a branch of mathematics. It has the formulas and it will be implemented on the data. So to implement this on the data, we have to do some pre-processing steps. This entire process, we call it as algorithm. Okay, algorithm is nothing but it is a statistical formula in a simple terminology, or if you see the definition, you can say it as it is a step-by-step process of implementing the statistical formula over the data. This is what you will call it as this. Now, this model is nothing but a program based on algorithm. Clear? Now, this model, what we are going to do it is, okay, just a minute. This model, you will take it and you are going to give the data. Okay, you are going to give the data. Now, and this model will learn from the data. It will learn from this data. Okay. Now, again, try to understand the terminology, guys. So this is my data. Okay. I'll take it as this is my data. Okay. And this data, we are going to give it to the model. Now, model will learn from this data. Now, it will learn from the data and it will become intelligent. Now, simply, it will become intelligent. The model will become intelligent. Now, this process, when you give the data to the model, this we call it as training. Training. Now, again, you will create a model, you will write a program and you will create the model. Again, you don't need to write a program at all. Here, the model like Python will take care of all the complexity over here, and you will create a model and you will give the data over here, and the model will learn from the data on its own. You will directly give the data, it will learn. You don't need to worry about it. It will take care of that and it will learn from that. Now, what it will learn, I will explain you. It is like just like this, guys. You are having an exam. Let's take it. You are an individual. You are having an exam in the month of April. Okay, let's see it. In the month of April, you have the exam. Now, we are in the month of December. Okay, now I will come and ask maybe around 100 questions on your topic. Now, actually, we are having around 4 months time for us to exam. So naturally, we may not answer maximum of the questions. We may give it also, we will give it half of answers, and that happens. Now, maybe you can take it as 80% of the questions you didn't answer, 20% you answered it right. Now, the same we will fast forward the things and we will land up in the month of April. Okay, now you are exactly 1 week before the exams. Now the same 100 questions are asked. I can guarantee that you will answer 80% correctly, only 20% will be wrong. Again, same you. Within this 3 to 4 months, what is the difference it is happened? You didn't put on the weight, you didn't put on, you didn't increase your height, nothing is there, right? What is the difference? Only thing is that you acquire the knowledge. How you acquire the knowledge? From books, from videos. I'm talking about the videos related to your car, subject, and there may be websites, or there may be documents, so many things, notes, anything like this. This all you are using to acquire the knowledge. From before it was only 20% you answered it. Now you are able to answer 80% by acquiring the knowledge. What is this? This is called as data. Data. This is exactly called as data. Now, if you all are there over here, now you are sitting and you are listening to the class. Now, I will ask you a simple question over here, like, what is the smallest country on the earth? Now, maybe immediately you may not answer it. But if I give it some time, you will go through the internet or your mobile or anything, and you will come to an answer to me, right? How? You are acquiring the knowledge. The same way, when you are giving the data, this model will acquire the knowledge. It will acquire the knowledge, and it will acquire the knowledge, and it will start giving the answers to the question on this data also. This is the core mechanism of your artificial intelligence. Okay? Core mechanism. You are talking about ML, the same thing. DL, deep learning, the same thing. Generative AI, same thing. Agentic AI, same thing. Okay? Maybe in the future, as of now, we are going this process. Maybe in the future, maybe in next 5 years or so, then we may move on to something called as reinforcement learning, where data is not required. The model will start learning on its own based on its own experience. Okay, that is what is called as reinforcement. But as of now, like, data is pretty important. Now, let's take it one more important thing. Suppose here you are learning from the exam. Okay, you are learning from the for the different books, and you are preparing for the exam. Now, if you are, this is you, and you are preparing for an exam, like for example, you are preparing very seriously for your maths exam. You prepared very well from the maths exam, and you went to a computer science exam. You are prepared for the maths, and when you went for the exam, it is a computer science exam. Now, obviously, your marks will be very low, or you may even fail. Okay, because you learned something differently and your questions are asked differently, obviously there will be a no relevancy. The same thing happens over here. When you are giving a data, this is learning from the data. You ask the questions on this data. You ask the questions on this data, it will give you the answer. Definitely it will give you the answer. Okay, and one more thing is, this data should be in the pure form. What I mean by that is, it should not have the impurities. If it has the impurities, obviously your model performance will be low. Okay, your model performance will be definitely low over here. So your model should be, the data should be pure. Now this, who will do this data, you will get into the pure form here, this one. Just a minute. Here, not here, this one. This one will get your data into the pure form. Pandas and feature engineer. Okay, and in the deep learning, we don't need to worry about, because yeah, deep learning, I'm talking about NLP, we need to do that. But in CNN, we don't need to do it. The images are there. But in this, we have to do it. NLP, we have to do that, because there will be errors. So we have to remove the errors. Okay, now it is clear. So this is the core mechanism of your AI, artificial intelligence. Okay, now in ML, okay, I will put down the definitions, everything. But in ML, okay, now here, see, now this is a core mechanism. If this data is about a particular domain, like for example, um, I can say it as some cancer data, or let's take it as a diabetes data. Diabetes data. Now, this model will learn from this diabetes data, and it will act like a doctor who is expert with the diabetes. It will act. And you ask a question by providing some readings, it will tell the answer that whether that person is having diabetes or not. Or even it can say it like in the future, at what age he may get the diabetes, or what are the precautions he has to take to avoid the diabetes. That is the beauty of this. Okay. Now, suppose if I am giving the same, okay, you are giving a here a different data like stock data, stocks data. Now, this will work as a stock market expert. Now, when you ask a question about a particular stock, because it is already having the data of that particular stock, it will tell us like what will be the future of that particular stock. Yes, it will say it. Now, you must have heard of there are so many AI powered models which predict the stock market. Yeah, this all are this. Again, the data, you will give the data to the model. This is process is called as training. Here it will train and you will ask the question. It will give you the answer. Simple. You ask the question. Okay. This is what ML will be doing. ML will be doing such a small task. Okay. These all are performed in the ML. Again, I'm going to give you the definition of that. Just I'm trying to make you understand what is the ML over here. Okay. This is what is done in your ML. Machine learning, I'm talking about. Okay. Now, when it comes to the complicated data, a bit of complicated data, that is nothing but the images. Okay. If my data is having images over here. Okay. Now, images, whenever you are reading an image, okay, whenever you read an image in the into our programming environment, you will get it in the form of an array or in the form of numbers, simply in the form of numbers. Okay. Now, so what will happen is when you give it this data to this, it will learn from it. Now, these images are like, for example, you are giving some animal images, 3 types of animals. One is a dog. Next one is an elephant. Next one is a horse. Let's say 3 types of elements, 3 types of images I'm giving. Maybe image quantity may be around 10,000 images. Okay. Okay, this is like 1 lakh, 10,000 images. And each of them are around 3,000, 4,000, something like that are there. Now, model will learn. Now, if you are giving a new image, you don't know what is this image. You gave this image, it will predict whether it is a horse, dog, or elephant. Not only that, if you place this model, if you connect this model to your CCTV camera, okay, you are having a CCTV camera, you will put this model connected to your CCTV camera and you will give it all the criminal details into that. Then it will identify the criminal who is passing by. That is the beauty of this. Okay. And it is really very powerful stuff. Okay. Now, next one is like the same thing. This is called as deep learning. This is what is called as deep learning. Okay. Next one is like, what is generative AI? Now, generative AI, this size, that is your size of the data, will be large, very, very large. The size of the data will be very large over here, like this. Okay. Now, these all are small, very, very small data. This you can create the model, you can train the model, and you can do the model. Everything is fine. Okay. But when it comes to this case, okay, what will happen is, this is a very large volume of data, which is like, you can say it as maybe an entire data on the internet. Now, petabytes of data. Now, again, the people who don't know about the petabytes, like GB, you must be knowing it. GB is, again, the next level is TB, terabytes. Then next level is petabytes, and next level is exabytes. Okay. Now, I'm talking about this or this. The data which is over the internet, you are getting entire data, all the data, and you are giving to a model. And this should be a really like very, very high-end system. Your normal system will not work. Normal servers also will not work. Now, they will say that like that here, it will have like hundreds and thousands of systems combined together. There will be hundreds and thousands of systems will be combined together to form a model which is trained with the large volume of data. And this each system RAM may be varying between 500 to 1000 GB. The RAM of each system will be 500 to 1000 GB. This is the RAM. And the combination of this may be like hundreds of systems are combined to form a big integrated system. This is used over here to deal with the large volume of data. This one, when it is dealt with or when it is trained with a large volume of data, this is what is called as your LLM, large language model. Okay, large language model. Again, it depends. If you are training with that text data, then you can ask whatever question you want to ask related to your text. Okay. If you are training with the images, then it will generate the images. And if you are giving some music, then you can generate the music. Okay. That is the beauty of this. And this is called as LLM, which is trained with a large volume of data. And LLM, which is this LLM, we will integrate it with some application. Like this is the application. Inside this, we are going to put our small LLM, that is a large language model. We are going to put it on. This entire application example is ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Again, the core thing is data you are giving to model. So the machine learning is you are doing the same thing. In deep learning, you are doing the same thing. In generative AI, you are doing the same thing. Only thing is that here we can get that data and we can train it and we can do it here in this case. But in this case, we can't afford it. We can't afford it because it is getting this now buying, and like 32 GB will be in 32 GB system itself in lakhs. Then here just imagine 500 GB to 1000 GB system, and they are also like hundreds of systems are combined together. Then it will be very, very expensive. And to do this training, complete training, it may take months together. Months of time, like 30 to 60 days. Like 1 to 2 months it will take it. And during this time, it will consume a lot of electricity. So this is not our cup of tea. We can't do it. Only thing what we can do it is who can develop this one is the people like a very big companies like Google, OpenAI, IBM, Microsoft, Deloitte. The companies like that can develop this. Or big organizations which are supported by the government. Like for example, our IIT. IIT is supported by the government, or some of the fundings are provided by the enterprise level organizations like Geo and all those things. They can afford it. A small companies or a like level 5 companies which are of like Infosys or mid-level companies, they can't afford it. They can't afford it. They can't afford to do this. Okay, so they say that to train this every time, they will take like $6 to $8 million per training, and you are building up the entire chatbot. They say that it costed them $5 to $6 billion. Now, can you imagine how big is this? Of course, they are minting money, but you can see this. Okay. Now, these are called as LLMs. This process is called as generative AI. Okay. This is called as generative AI. Okay. And this generative AI will generate the content, new content, altogether new content it will generate. Okay, under the guidance, it will generate the new content. But when it comes to the agentic AI is something which will perform autonomously. It is not required any, like you are going to give a minimum guidelines and it will do it. It will think on its own and it will do the things. Okay, there also data is required. There also model will be there. There you will train the model with the data, but the models are powered with the agents. Okay, they are. Now I will explain you detailedly that one in the future classes. What is generative AI? What are the agents? What is agentic AI? What are the core components of your generative AI? What is pre-training? What is fine-tuning? What is RAG? Everything I will explain you over this demo classes, not to worry about. Okay. Now, this is the basic understanding of your artificial intelligence over here. Now, let's answer some of the questions. There are so many people are waiting for this answers. Like I said it, what are the prerequisites? I explained you. Can we start with the course curriculum first quickly? I've done it. And Abhishek, I'm talking about. And, I have a question, Joshua. Are we going to be covering ML ops? And no, we are not going to cover the ML ops. This is not an ML ops course. We are talking about generative AI and agentic AI. And could the course extend past 120 days? I know these are complicated topics. Yes, definitely not 5 to 6 months, maybe 15 days, or maybe you can take it 120 classes, may go up to like 140 classes, 20 classes. I may extend it like maybe 10 classes. You can take it 10 to 15 classes, not more than that, Joshua. Okay. No, the course will not complete the. Now, Sanjit, is practical or no? It is practical or theory oriented means I didn't get you. You are talking about demos. Demos will be completely theory to make you explain the complete roadmap, and I will explain you the concepts programmatically also. If you want me to show, I will show you. I don't mind it. But the entire course will be completely practical oriented. The course will be completely code will be written in front of you. Okay. Yeah, no, it is not job oriented. We are going to, you can coordinate with the admin people. They will be supporting you or suggesting you or giving the assistance. We are not going to give a guarantee kind of stuff. Curiosity, is it possible if know Java very well, and is that mandatory to learn the Python? Yeah, Java, Python is mandatory because if you know Java, Python will be pretty much Amit. I'm talking about Amit Kumar. Python will be cakewalk for you. Okay, it's not to worry about. Okay, now next one is Sachin. So if I want to use DevOps AI, then it's possible in Python. If you want to use the tools, then I'm not going to use the Java tools. I'm going to use the Python. This is Python oriented training program. Okay, not on Java. Could we learn the machine learning in this course? No, machine learning is out of the, yeah, I will train you on the entire coding part, but not the algorithms. Okay, any certification exams for AI? There are a lot of certification exams are there. I will give you course wise, content wise as we move forward. There are lot are there. You can do the certification on the, your deep learning CNN. You can do the certification on NLP. You can do the certification on generative AI. You can do the certification on agentic AI also. Okay, in the birth models also there are certifications are there. Amit, it is not a theoretical, it is a practical one. The course will be completely practical. And okay, let me show you if the people like who are the entire coding, I will be doing right away in front of you, and I will be sharing along with the notes. This is not a theoretical. It's not only theoretical, it is completely practical, it should be how you can learn theoretical over here. So I will show you. Now, if you take it now here, today is August month. Okay. And this is the today's class 12th. And here is the practical. This is the notes I gave it. I did it right away in front of them. And this is the practical coding. I've done it. This is not a theoretical now. Just forget about that. How you can give a theory? It's not. It's practical. The computer science and all this stuff is completely practical. Without that, we can't do it. The coding is required. See, coding is required over here, but I'm talking about Sriram's question. Sriram Srikanth. Here, the coding is required. Without coding, we can't do it. But if you are non-coding background also, you can easily manage it because Python is very, very easy over here. Okay. Yes, coding. Python coding. Yeah, we can use any other coding language. You can use it the Java over here as an alternative, but this course is with the Python. Okay. Would request to explain on practical training. We are more interested to practical session. What do you want me to explain, Jyoti, on the practical basis? Once we don't know anything about the core components, what kind of practicals I can explain it? Now I'm giving a theory over here, like I'm trying to explain you. If you want to see, you wait for 1 or 2 classes, then I will show you a practical session. Okay. Now I've shown you the coding over here. This all is a practicals which we have done it. And if I can't write it this one, you will not get anything because I'm talking about the LangChain over here. And if I talk about the deep learning also, you will not get the other people. There are so many people who don't know the deep learning at all, or some people who even don't know the coding. How I can show you a coding? Which one you wanted? Let me know what you can understand. I will explain you that right away in front of you. I will write the code. Okay, and please try to keep the other people in mind while you are asking such questions, because other people, lot of people are from the non-coding background. If I start showing the coding, they will get scared off. Okay. Now here, now this is the course content.
Doctor,
Yeah, Anand. Okay, that's fine. Enable to enable a model to learn, do we need to write the learning algorithm ourselves, or is there a built-in? They all are built-in. See, in the machine learning, they are all built-in. In the deep learning, we will write the model. We will write our sequential and functional models over there. How the data is collected. Now we are in the generative AI. I'm talking about generative AI. Generative AI, we are going to use it the pre-trained model. Now, data is, if you want to know how the data is collected, there are different ways are there to collect the data. Now, you can do the scraping from the websites, depending upon, or you can use the social media, or you can use the databases, or you can use the online repositories like Kaggle to get the data. Or if you are talking about real time, obviously you have to create the data, or you have to search it and you have to get the data. There are different sources are there. This is for Sushma, and how the data is collected. That is again the Aisha asked the same question. As I told you, there are different sources will be there. You can use that. I'm about to ask the how we are going to collect the data. The same thing, Sushma. Again the same thing. See, it depends, Sushma. I can't say it like only Google is the only source. Okay, Google is one of the sources. You can get the data from even the videos also. And you can also get the data from scraping from the websites. And you can get the data from the databases. And there will be a lot of sources are there, articles. Okay, you can use the data, any of them. You can train the okay, 1 second. I can't see these names. Some Sheikh, Altaf Sheikh. Can we train the LLM? Yes, but not the pre-training. We can do the fine-tuning. Whatever is trained, we will get to our local system and we will give our data. That's why we can do it. But we can't do it the entire training of the LLM. It's very expensive. Okay. So will you cover MLOps? No, Kalpesh, we will not cover MLOps over here. This is not an MLOps kind of stuff. ML itself is not covered over here. No, I will teach you over here, Praveen, how to do the pre-processing and cleaning. I will show you. I will show you in the NLP as well as in the machine learning. Says feature engineering. I will show you. No need to learn over here. I will show you how to do it. How many hours per day? This is like 1.5 hours will be there per day, 1 hour to 1.5 hours based on the topic completion, 5 days a week. And where we will deploy our AI project. Are we covering? No, we are not going to cover any of the cloud environment over here. So it depends upon the client and your company where you want to deposit. We are going to create our model, train the model, we will give the solution to the model that will be deployed according to your cloud environment. We are majorly, corely, we are doing the generative AI with agentic AI. Now, we are not doing the DevOps or cloud computing over here. So we are not going to deploy on our own. Yes, we will sit with the cloud engineers and we will deploy it with the help of the cloud engineers in the real time. Okay. I'm talking about Abhishek over here. And Satya, how many classes per week? 5 days, and recording will be provided to you on the daily basis. And if I don't know coding, I want to move in my career from VMware infra to AI. Yes, it is possible. Nilesh, yes, it is possible. You can easily transform your career into AI based. Saurav, some of us are confused about the course. Can you please brief quickly about the generative AI, agentic AI, what they actually is and how they are? I explained you, I think so. Saurav, I think I explained about the course content, and just now I explained you about the what is generative AI. Now, tomorrow we will deal completely with the agentic AI and generative AI. Okay, what are the tools we use it in this course? I showed you the entire tools list of tools in the course curriculum. Ganesh, Deepak, this course will start from ML models building. No, we will start from the basics. We will do the NumPy pandas, feature engineering. Then we will jump into our deep learning. ML is not a part of this course. Deepak, I'm talking about. Praveen, I believe this is an advanced AI course, generative advanced. We have another course to go through the basics on the like fundamentals, like ML and stats. Now, in this course, the deep learning, generative AI, and agentic AI are the ones which are covered. Now, ML is not covered. It is not required over here. Now, there I'm not taking any of this ML classes as of now. In the future, if there is anything, I will let you know on this. I'm talking about Praveen. Is it going to be copyright issue? What do you mean by copyright issue? I didn't get it. You are going to take the videos and do something else, or what it is like? I didn't understand copyright. Definitely there will be a copyright issue because you are having the access to videos, you can't misuse them. I'm talking about the misuse of that. We can use, yes, we can use it, the Kaggle data sets also over here. Otherwise, I can't get the data sets anywhere. If you miss the class, the recordings. Yes, recordings are available to you on the daily basis, and also the notes will be available for you. Lohita, Abhishek, can you please explain the specific roles and generative AI engine? Tomorrow I will give you, because tomorrow I will tell you all the different components of the generative AI and agentic AI, and I will explain you the different roles of deep learning, generative AI, and agentic AI. I'm talking about Abhishek question. Anant Kumar, can you explore what, where, and when we can use the generative AI? So that I told you, generative AI is, okay, you are going to use it to build up your own applications. Generative AI, you will have the LLMs, you are going to get the LLMs, and you are going to build your own applications using the generative AI. Like you can build up the chat bots, or you want any feature you want to give it to your software, like image processing kind of stuff, and or image generation, or text to speech or anything like that, you can deal with it. I'm a Java developer will be able to create complete project using the AI agents. Are we covering it? Yes. Shubham, like what you asked me over here, whether if you are from the Java background, Python will be cakewalk. And whatever Python we are going to learn, with that, you can easily, very, very easily, you can implement the AI agents. Not only AI agents, you are going to deal with the generative AI agents with the RAG application and agentic AI agents with the RAG applications also. Okay. Now, after this course, how many experience? You can keep it 3 years experience with after completion of this course, Abhishek. Kashi, I'm seeing some requirements QA automation with Gen AI. Will this course helps to try this kind of? See, one thing I explained you the same question yesterday. See, the QA engineer, if he want to perform some the quality check with the applications powered with the AI, then you should understand the flow of AI. Okay. Or you may have to, sometimes what happens is like your company may be building some product which is generating some queries, like I'm giving an example, SQL queries or something like that. Now, how to automate that, how to find out that query is what is generated is correct, until unless you will get the another generative AI application and you will create the queries where you are 100% sure that it is generating the perfect queries, and then you compare it to check the quality. Then in that case, there will be a lot of scope for you if you learn the generative AI. Okay. I'm talking about Kashi, Ayappa, copyright data, copyright issue. Yeah, there will be a copyright issue with which if you are violating the things, then there will be a copyright issue. Ayappa. Now, will this course helps to learn AWS? No. We are not going to, in this course, the AWS. See, this is very compact and we are going with a strict deadline of like 3 months, and I'm extending to the 4 months. In this, including all these things, will go up to 6 months. So all these are not included in this. Now, what knowledge of AI role we can expect after this course completion? See, Abhishek, yeah, tomorrow I will explain you this one, as I told you. So with any specific configuration required to install the softwares? No specific configuration required. The minimum you should have a system with 16 GB, that's enough. If you have the 16 GB, that's enough. Okay. No, SQL is not required for us. Anand, suppose I want to develop a e-commerce application. I can use any programming language to develop, right? Start the business, right? What is here? What type of role they? See, agentic AI is like I will explain you detailedly. Now, if I give it also, it will be kind of confusion for you. I'm talking about Anant Kumar. You are asking that what kind of role it will be. There will be a lot of roles will be there. Usually, we are going to have it a agentic AI RAG developer or agentic AI professionals or generative AI RAG application developers. So these roles will be there. department in electronic is this course is helpful. Yeah, you are, if you are familiar with R, Ganesh, I'm talking about last question. So yes, this will be helpful for you because generative AI and agentic AI will be useful for you in almost all the fields. It's not that there is only one field. You can utilize this one in any field. Okay. And being from the R background, your Python will be very easy to understand over here. Okay. Any more questions, please? Okay, now one thing, guys. See, I already shared with you my contact. Um, like this is my contact number. This is my contact number. I don't know if you can see this. But if you are calling me, maybe sometimes I may be busy. So the best way to leave a message over the WhatsApp and I will revert back. I got it like around 10 to 15 messages today and I called them, all of them. But I got a lot of calls, but messages, I'm talking 15 to 16 messages. I got it. I gave a call to all of them. If I'm not picking up the call, please drop a message and I will call you back and try to clarify all your doubts. Deep learning model, like Darsh, I'm talking about. Machine learning model is trained with the text data. It is an structured data. You can use the term not rather than text data. Deep learning will be used for the image processing and textual data. NLP is used with the sequential, which is called as textual data. Now, machine learning uses the structured data, which is in the tabular format. And deep learning, we will go with the CNN with the images, NLP with the sequential data, which is called as text data. So I'm currently working with the generative AI and agentic AI only. From past 3 years, we are building our own application and I'm simultaneously working with two companies. One is Brazilian company. Next one is the local company. So this is, and now I can't provide you more details about the project. So first, we were building up our own application in the Brazilian company with the generative AI and powering with their enterprise level organization with the local data, with the using the RAG, with the generative AI, with LangChain. And when it comes to the agentic AI, we are building our own product over here locally in agentic AI. Now, please don't ask me the company details. Any job opportunities will be given by me? No. I can suggest you, please. Okay, I can suggest if I have any, but usually sometimes they will ask, but I will usually put in my network. That's it. Okay, any more questions, guys? Chalo, tomorrow, I'm telling it tomorrow, we are going to start with generative AI. You will be learning how the generative AI works. Now, whoever is asking me about the code, then I will show you the generative AI code right away tomorrow. Let's see that if you can understand over there or not. First, I will explain the concept. I will show you the thing over there. Clear? And now the people who are coming from the very new, I'm really please bear with me. I'm really sorry. I have to use that code to make the people understand they must be coming from some coding background. For you people, I'm going to teach you from the basics. from the basics who are altogether new to the coding, not to worry about. But whoever is asking for the code, I will show you the code tomorrow, and let's see that how much you can understand. Okay, chalo guys, I will stop it over here and we will meet tomorrow to continue with the things. Thank you very much. And if you have any queries, as I showed it, this is my contact number. If anyone who is having any queries which you want to speak to me and clarify the doubts, most welcome. Don't think it. You can call me. I can speak in Telugu, Hindi, and English. You can use any language. I will definitely try to help you out. Okay. But if I'm not able to pick the call, please drop the message. That's an humble request from my end. I know that you will be getting angry sometimes. So I will be connected with I will be engaged with my stuff. That's why it is. Okay. Thank you. Thank you guys. I'm ending up the session. Thanks a lot for your time.